not on the floor. Sad little peacock. Whoa, he's trembling, but he's bored by the low.
Hey, you're listening to Big Glen Radio, Champagne Sunday Show with Nancy and Lisa. You just heard, I wouldn't say the sweet Jesus of New Orleans. It's Jesus of New Orleans, and it's the latest single by acclaimed keyboardist Jack-Spann. He was on our show with Propaganda Man about a year and a half ago. I can't keep up with time, but it wasn't that long. A year ago. So keep up with Jack. Go to jackspann.com. That's span with 2 N's. So, Jack, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Can I say one thing?
Yeah. Yes.
It's sure gonna take an ocean, a calamine lotion. Do.
See, you're nailing me on spontaneous right away because I did not. Oh yeah, the ocean. He didn't get the ocean. Now, what would you have done? What would you have sung for dog? Nancy gave me that word. What would you have sung?
A dog.
Yeah. Yeah, she gave me that word. He had,
It's
Jimmy
a song
Williamson.
by Randy Newman. Bump on a log, bump on a log. If
no,
I'm
dog,
a rug, the world is a dog.
Oh, the world is a dog. Oh, cool. Yeah.
If I'm a rug, the world is a dog.
Okay, that's it. Everyone, okay, so
anyway.
Jimmy Williamson was on before this. And listen, making the Jack, right? And that was a good intro to you.
Yeah, I was going to say around it.
I know that was really.
That sounded really funky. It's where is I'm sorry. Where's Jimmy from?
Jimmy is, I believe he was
know?
like West Virginia originally as a kid. Now he's in Boca Raton, Florida.
Like I grew up in the Midwest. It sounded like his groove sounded a lot like kind of Ohio players. Midwestern funk almost. Like
it's cool. It was super cool. And then
really...
going into Jesus of New Orleans after that, I'm like, this is great. I love this. And you know what's so funny? I always say this: how shows just make themselves. So like we had at the beginning of the show, John. Then we had Jimmy. Now we have Jack. So we got the 3 J's on the show.
Yeah, 3 J's.
John's
wow.
album is John's album for Sun King Rising is I'm just thinking this is amazing. It's Peacock Sunrise Records, and you've got peacocks in Jesus of New Orleans.
Oh,
so, how crazy
See
is
how
that?
that happens?
I have all these little weird things I trip out on because that's the way I am.
We should just accept that as a genuine synchronicity and just go with it. I mean,
yeah.
It
and
is.
Champagne.
It is what it
and
is.
Champagne.
But how about this? I have an idea. I would like to petition, not the Lord with prayer.
With prayer.
I would like to petition. I would like to petition mainstream radio with the idea of replacing Hotel California with the musicians we have had on today.
Yes. I like
Stop
that
it,
idea.
People.
I love the Eagles, but come on.
Come on. Seriously?
Are they still playing that song on the radio?
Yes. No matter where we go.
as we travel and oh my gosh, that is 9 times out of 10, you will hear it 15 times a day.
I'm going to do a documentary on it. And
I know.
And you can go into the next town, and they've bought the same playlist that the radio station in the neighboring town has.
Stop it.
And you'll hear the same playlist.
Oh, my gosh.
So
that's because they're all owned by the same corporate entity, right?
Yeah, I love Hotel California. It was like one of the first songs I learned to play
on
guitar.
Cool, but now I'm like, it's like eating,
I hate it now, and I don't
like
want
eating spinach every night. Stop it.
Yeah.
No, I'm done.
It's one of the best Eagles songs.
It is. Pink champagne on ice, mirrors on the ceiling. Come on, Come on. Like, think about that. But listen, Jesus of New Orleans. Where the hell did that come out? Like, what? Because it's kind of culty, and then he's also like the dude that it's kind of got that cult thing, and then it's like, come here, and then it's like he seems to have a big package somewhere in there. I'm just saying, there's something. I didn't say that. Somebody else said that. Somebody else said that in another room.
Your mother is
sitting right
here.
Someone said that in another room, but that's what happens in cults, like here, and then it's like here. Then next thing you know, the girls like with the the dude. So it kind of reminded me of that. Tell me about Jesus of New Orleans. That's me. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's. I think you just explained it. That's it. I don't have to say anything else.
There's nothing like coming on Big Glen Radio
nothing else
on
to
a Champagne Sunday show at the end of the show.
Okay, so I'm going to say first of all, once I met Glen Frey.
Oh yeah.
It's a long time ago. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I'll say about that.
Well, come on now.
So
we want the scoop, though. Where was it? Like, did you talk?
There's nothing bad to say at all. I just,
he's
it's one of those things that, it's like I wouldn't want his children to be listening, and we weren't doing any. Let's just put it this way: we weren't doing anything illegal.
But he's not the Jesus of New Orleans, right? He's not.
No. Okay, so. I grew up in St. Louis. It's like a 5-hour drive to New Orleans. When I was in my late teens, early 20s, there was a certified like kind of superstar guy. His name was Michael O'Hara, who did everything. He had the best vocal in the world. He played the piano like hell. Am I allowed to curse on this show, by the way?
You can do whatever you want. We just put like a little explicit thing, like just say Jack-Spann is explicit.
And he was like really, really handsome. He was out and proud gay man, way back when.
Which is hard to do. Yeah,
and then he moved to New Orleans and became like a minor sensation there. And then he moved to Los Angeles, and he ended up writing like 2 or 3 songs for. What's that woman that did Anita Banks? And he did stuff for just like a whole like list of like mid-90s like female diva singers. Like he would write songs for them.
Oh wow.
So that's who inspired my character. This guy could dance like crazy. There's also another guy who you may have heard of. His name is Beetle Bob, and he was. He's a big character in St. Louis. And he just, like, this guy goes to every show, and he's tall and skinny, and he just dances like hell. And you can't dance with him.
No, but there's always someone like that. There's always someone, like, even when we lived in San Diego in the mountains, we had a band. There was always, like, 2 or 3. They were like, you don't even talk to them because they'll hit. They're normally crazy, but they go in the zone, and then later, like we always talk about the squat dancers, and this is like my drummer Willie. He used to play with Moby Grape and Johnny Hooker and Flying Burrito Brothers, and that's who I used to perform with him. And then Joe Scott Hill he was the devil, and Billy. I mean, Willie stabbed the devil at one point on the way to a gig. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. I know. But
it came at the end.
But they all taught me about the squat dancers, and they were like, dude, it's the time the squat dancers are going to come out. And literally, they would time it. And here it comes, the squat dancers, where they get down, and they really can't get up. And they're like, you know what I mean? There's this, the weird thing that happens.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah,
I know exactly.
I squatted and I can't sit up.
Yeah, it's like the everybody needs like that for no, anyway. But it's crazy and it happens. But there's always that one person. Every town has one that goes to a gig that just rocks out, and you look at it and you're like, they're in their element. They're so happy. How can you not be happy for them? It's awesome. But don't
also
tap
you
them
cannot
on the
dance with
shoulder
them.
and do not touch them. Do not go near them.
Don't engage.
No, do not engage.
Non-engage.
But they are engaged in their mode. They are in it, in that presence.
So so that's the Jesus of New Orleans. It's kind of like slam dancing, only nobody shares in it. It's just him.
Yeah. So at the same time, so this song's out. We played like the radio single, which I hate to do, but we're going to play Propaganda Man because we should. Because we got to play it. But you've got like so when someone downloads and gets this, you can get both, right? So you get like the 9-minute thing, and then everyone needs to watch the video. The video's super cool. This is cool.
I want to plug the video. Like I usually don't plug myself very much because who cares? Big deal. But the video is awesome.
Nobody wants to be plugged up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Especially during COVID.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm constipation of ideas and diarrhea of the mouth. But no, it's so. Wait! I lost my train of thought.
The video's badass.
I didn't even shave any champagne. Oh yeah, the video. Okay, so the two women that are featured front and center, like they are both former Rockettes that I met living in New York City, and
so cool.
like we're like really well known, like nationally trained, like traveling dancers, who do a lot of choreography, and they were quarantined together at the beginning of March, like when things got really bad up here, right? Like, so they were stuck in their house with they were stuck in their house with their husband, who's the guy playing their dance partner in the first part of the video. And so they were like, we have nothing else to do, like we will totally like choreograph, and so they actually used their phone a lot, and they did it mostly on TikTok. Sent me TikTok videos that I processed and made into raw videos, and then enlisted the help of a close friend of mine, Ryan, who's a brilliant videographer. He's traveling around the country, kind of like you guys are doing right now. He's in his 20s, and he's just out looking for something cool to do. But yeah, I was really lucky, and everybody basically like did their part remotely. I interrupted my work on another album to finish Jesus in New Orleans because I just thought it was a great opportunity. All of my gigs that I had were canceled. I mean, which is not. I only play like twice a month or 3 times a month, really. But
I think what's
there was nothing else
awesome
going
about this song is that it's a dance song, and like dance clubs and 6 feet distance don't work, but it's cool because it reminds us that we can still do it. I mean, you're cleaning the house, put on the music. Anytime you clean the house, if you don't put the music on loud, you ain't gonna clean the house. You ain't gonna do it. It's gonna be So just put the music on. That's one of those songs. Like if you're stuck inside, put it on. Wiggy butt. It's a wiggy butt song. It's like I have to always explain it, but it's like when you have your first sip of champagne, it goes to your tail feathers, and all of a sudden you start, ooh,
Ooh, yeah.
And that's a wiggy butt song, and you got to shake it, and we should shake it, no matter whether or not, if you're in a club or not, shake it on the lawn, shake it everywhere, remind people to have a good time, shake it.
Wiki butt, yo, gonna make a cut, wiki butt, come on, wiki butt.
Okay, so now I see Jesus standing on the levee in New Orleans going, come on, wiki butt.
I loved it, though. I love it because it was like, here's everybody coming towards, it's like, it's great. I love it, and I love that you keep going. But you did mention a new album, so if I have to do my job, and I'm curious.
I really appreciate that. So I was working on it's not actually an album because I've kind of decided albums are almost obsolete or becoming obsolete slowly.
Oh.
So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do a series of LPs. The actual, so the working title is "It's a Great Day for a Civil War."
Oh. Just saying. What your title?
So it's a great day for a civil war, and such an ugly man, which I wrote about one of our prominent national politicians.
Really?
And
in the same
I won't say who.
Propaganda man.
Why?
Propaganda man.
Such an ugly man. Such an ugly man. But yeah. So anyway, so that. I decided to wait until, like quarantine is kind of lifting in my area of New York State. And I happen to have, I'm lucky enough to have a home studio, and I have a huge kind of pen in my backyard. So I can actually set up out there and have people separated by 20 feet of space, but still playing their saxophone part or their guitar part or whatever, whatever they do, drums.
Sweet.
Awesome.
And I'm really just so that now it's almost October. I think the weather's going to be here. It's going to be good here until mid-November when it starts to get really cold. So I'm really looking forward to putting out some message music. But it was fun to put out dance music. That was a lot of fun.
I think it's fun. I think we needed that, and I think we still need it as we make this transition. Whether we should be making the transition, everyone is arguing about it. But at this point, I'm like, have some champagne and dance, no matter where you are.
Yeah, right.
Because it feels good. It does feel good.
It's easy to dance. You can dance with a mask on.
Yeah,
you can
really
dance with the mask on. You can leave your mask on.
Oh no!
Dance without a mask on you. No friend of mine.
No. You can mask
dance.
when you want to.
Think about it. It was called the safety dance. How funny is that, right? It's hysterical.
So you guys, where are you right now?
Right now we're in Peachtree City, and literally we had peaches. We had peach pie when we got here. Our friends Andrew and Phil, they had peach pie when we got here. They actually we went from from the last time we talked to you, we were in Baker, Florida. We went through that little hurricane thing. Then we went to Asheville, and we went from Gainesville, Florida, and we stayed at this amazing historic B&B that was a hippie place back in the day where they experimented with LSD. Magnolia Plantation Bed and Breakfast. This insane B&B, this Victorian house, French Empire, right, Nancy? Is that right?
Yeah.
Where the top floor where they hit. Yeah, where they hit it where you couldn't get taxed on it. But this is crazy stuff. And then we went to Asheville, North Carolina.
That's a quick explanation.
Hey, and we went from but anyway, there's a professor that has written a book about his experimentation with LSD, and it's a textbook, and his photo is on the front cover of his textbook, and you can get on Amazon him at the top of this Victorian mansion going through his LSD trip. I think that's cool. But anyway,
I think that's very cool.
So we went from
I saw God.
He did. I think.
Yeah.
Did you? Did you see God?
I did see God.
Yeah. What
was
he
like? Redhead? Was he a redhead?
What color? We want colors.
Actually, God was. So God is every human being that ever lived.
Ew.
Plus every organism that ever lived, united in a huge chain.
Damn, God's fat.
Yeah.
Dude, so you could just make a video where the face keeps changing into everybody.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I think God is everything is connected.
Yeah, so you just keep changing, and there's wild music. You can write the music.
Awesome.
I'll do the video. We'll just keep changing from one person to another and morph it in and out. Really,
Nancy. Nancy's gonna trip out. She's tripping out again.
No, think about it.
Not LSD, everybody. She's not on LSD. She doesn't need it.
We don't need LSD.
No.
Willie, our drummer, used to say Nancy doesn't need anything. She just has her own little corner and trips out.
Yeah, well, it's the artist brain.
Okay, but hey, it's time for spontaneous. Are you ready? You know how to play this.
Oh boy, we're getting in trouble here. I can feel it. I can feel trouble coming.
Before we do it, this is important. Your champagne toast. What are you happy about? There's good there in the world. Uh-oh.
Oh, you're asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are you asking me? Oh,
yes.
So this leads back to the question I was going to ask you, because up here in semi-upstate New York, we are totally in the change of the seasons. Like, I'm looking over the trees right now, and a lot of them are red, beautiful
cool.
colors of orange, yellow.
Cool.
And it's just going to intensify over the next 2 weeks. I guess you guys haven't gotten that yet, where you are.
Not
no,
yet.
but we've experienced some of it. So when we were in Asheville, we went from Asheville to Peachtree City, and we said, let's go on the Blue Ridge Parkway. So we'll take that. You know, this is a national park.
Okay, yeah, I've been there. Been there, done
that.
Take
it, go to Smoky Mountain National Park so we can see the elk, which are bugling and rutting and doing their thing. And then we'll head down to Peachtree City here at Andrea.
Yeah,
awesome ceramic artist, everyone. Check out Andrea Faye Boswell. Awesome. We're going to get down here, and lo and behold, I took the wrong exit thing for the Parkway, and we went east for 3 hours instead of west. And then it was foggy and misty, but the fall colors were happening, and it was really beautiful. So it was really, we ended up being half an hour late. And let me tell you, we called Andrea and her husband Phil. We're like, we're going to be late. And he said, you call us an hour before you get here. And he's got an Atlanta accent, very cool accent. And he's like, and we're going to make you grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. Is that good with you? And I thought, oh my God, I'm coming home. It was like, I almost started crying. It felt so good because it was so much rain coming through. It was pouring.
That is the world's best comfort food.
Yeah. And we haven't had it for years. And it was just like, you call us, we're making, and they did. And it was awesome. And they gave us red wine that was 19 criminals, red wine. It was really good. So we're very cozy and happy. And there are fall colors around here, and it's very exciting.
Good.
It's very exciting.
Yeah. So I'm happy about the fall colors up here because they're beautiful and they're hopeful. And I'm happy that at least two people in the world experienced some pleasure and joy and got some joy out of their existence.
Do you not get giddy with the call? I get giddy about change of season, no matter where I'm. It's like exciting because it's a change, and you can feel the change come.
Right.
Like, I don't want the change in my personal life to happen, but it's on its way. Like, stop it. But
have you ever noticed that when the turkeys come out, things change?
When the turkeys come out?
Are you talking about the elections again? Okay.
No, I'm talking about on the highway we saw wild turkeys and the leaves are changing and the turkeys come out. They're way cool. Yeah, when the turkeys appear, there's change in the air. Just saying.
All right. Okay, spontaneous.
And you can take that anyway.
I'm going right there.
Let's talk about turkeys. No, go ahead.
Okay, now your word. Let's see. We're going to give you a word. You know how to play this. You've done it before. So your word, Jack, is, guess what? Happy.
Turkey. Oh.
Wait, say it again.
Happy is your word.
Happy?
Happy.
Happy.
Oh, you know what? You're stalling for time.
So very happy.
Woo,
there it is.
Oh,
cool.
Yes.
I'm sorry, it took me a second or two. I wasn't sure what the word was. But
I love that band.
No,
what
cool.
goes up must come down. Spinning wheel. What is that?
Oh,
what's the band name? What's the band name
Spinning
again?
Wheel. Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Yes. I love that.
And when you first said it, I thought of the Farrell song, and I was like, but that would be the obvious thing. So rack your brain for something better.
Happy? No, I know.
So what is it? What's his name?
I got it. Wait, one more. I have a good one. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
And on that level,
if you're happy and you know
we're going to play Propaganda Man just to make you even happier. And so we have to go because the show is ending. We have to go. We have to.
Okay, Nancy, Lisa.
Oh, what? Nancy, we have to go because the show is going to cut us off at any minute. Thank you, Jack. Everybody go to Jack-Spann.com. That's SPANN, Jack-Spann.com. Keep up with them there. We have to play.
If you don't go to my
Propaganda
website,
Man.
I'll die when this song is over.
No, and he's in New York. But anyway, so here it is. Propaganda Man, thank you, Jack. Anytime you come on, and I got to give a shout out to Gary Tannen too. He's awesome.
Yeah,
I like him.
Gary. Hi, Gary. You're probably listening
Hi,
to this.
Gary.
Sorry, I didn't.
We're drinking champagne.
They're
with you,
smarter
Gary.
than I am.
I love his label name, Daystorm Music. Is that not the best name? All right, here it is, Propaganda Man. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on Champagne Sundays. BigBlendRadio.com. Keep up with us there. Sign up for our newsletter to get our magazines. But here it is, Propaganda Man. Take care, everybody. Stay safe and happy, and do the wiggy butt dance.
And clap your
Happy
hands.
propaganda.
Propaganda man, working late, making plans. He's crunching numbers, yo. How does this equation go? While the world waits breathless, wondering who'll be my next digital Hitler. Who'll be the one I push on? Who will preach the words I teach to the wide world beyond? Wondering who will be my next digital Hitler? Who will be my next digital Hitler?